They see the 10-year Treasury at about 4.20. They see the unemployment rate at about 4.6, including this year when we're at 4.3 with a government shutdown with no data. But we do get CPI report out Friday. So inflation may have an outsized reaction in the market just because there's no other data, really.
Expanding our money supply because the Fed has been restricted. I'm going to explain that.
Credit card loans, car loans, those are short-term borrowing rates, and they are low right now.
Microsoft and Google came out and said, we're not going to reduce our billions of dollars of spending. Existing home sales, 4 million home sales annual rate. That's with a little drop.
Hey, it's KP coming to you live from Las Vegas. Freedom is about to have their concert. I am trying not to go in because it is super loud and noisy. So I'm just going to hide right here. We're at the NBA annual. It's the roaming show. It's the Super Bowl of all mortgage conferences. We're here in Las Vegas. It's a big rave. Seeing the panels and the discussions and AIME Executive Committee and Wholesale Executive Committee. We have board meetings tomorrow. There's a lot going on. The temperature at a conference is always better when the mortgage business is doing better. We have low rates, lowest rates in 3 years by some article headlines. So life's good. I hope my audio is okay. Usually when we have this, the MBA economics team puts out their forecasts for both the economy and mortgage origination. And what I found interesting is now we're going to have a $2 trillion year and $2.2 trillion year next year. They see the 10-year Treasury at about 4.20. They see the unemployment rate at about 4.6, including this year when we're at 4.3 with a government shutdown with no data. But we do get CPI report out Friday. So inflation may have an outsized reaction in the market just because there's no other data, really. So I could jump on data, but generally, things are good. The vibe is good. It's not just because I'm at a conference going to CP. It's just a good show. Apple all-time high, Google close to all-time high, government still shut down. US, China talking smack to each other. I don't know. We're still in the K-shaped economy, and some people are hurting. AI and Vantage and FICO warring with each other and how we're going to implement that process. GST release. AI, of course, getting your structure together. Sunday, dog. Anyway, I'm standing at the entrance. We're going to get bombarded here because this is the place to be. If you didn't make it, I hope I recaptured it enough for you. This is only a short little video and maybe some morning reading material for the 3,700 people who are here. It's a massive, massive conference. And we're learning about a lot of stuff, and next year is going to be our best year since 21. So get ready. Let's grind. Let's go watch Pink. Greg Share gave me that. Have a great one. Cheers. Hey, it's KP coming to you live from Broadway, Nashville. Let's go. We are one last weekend away from home. The AIME Fuse show. It's a broker channel show. And man, it just went NAM National, NBA, AIME Fuse. Anyway, there's still no data coming out because the government shut down. And we're supposed to get CPI out tomorrow, which would be a big deal. So CPI, it's like the only data point we're going to see that's like tier 1 data. And because there hasn't been a lot of data, it's got a chance to really move the market. So, look, maybe we go up over 4% on the 10-year. We've been hovering right around it, under it. And even if inflation comes in hot, you know what? I'd love to get a little breather. We have a lot of locks as lenders, and it's time to flush out the pipeline. So, who knows? That could be the reaction tomorrow. Having said that, earnings season has started. Q3 earnings season, the stock market, 78% of 78 companies reported through a couple days ago, crushing earnings. businesses are doing well. That's good for stocks and good for the stock market. Yesterday, Wednesday, there was a little sell-on. That's just a mean reversion. That's like a mechanical part. Don't be afraid if you're in good businesses that make a ton of money with free cash flow and profit. Stick with it. Time in the market. I mean, think of like Amazon and Google and Apple. Even if you put in $100, 20 years ago, they're up 617,000%. Get in the market. Not a financial buzzer. I'm not responsible for your losses, only your profits. Anyway, we don't have any unemployment data, obviously, with the Bureau of Labor Statistics shut down. But I think there is an unemployment rate number coming out tomorrow. But U6 unemployment rate, which is like all of employment, includes underemployment, part-time workers, people who left the workforce, is up to 8.1%. So the Fed is really concerned about labor, and they're going to meet next week. And so I think they're going to cut another 25 basis points because the 2-year Treasury is screaming that there's room to cut at least 2 more 25 basis points. So the market rates are high. People are hurting. It's a K-shaped economy. Car loan delinquencies are the worst they've been 15 years. Tons of credit card delinquencies. Private credit, we've had some auto parts. And it's right there, guys. It's that big balcony thing right there. Sorry, directing traffic. Last time I was here doing a video, I almost got hit by a car. We're going to try and avoid that today. So, what's interesting is like the unemployment rate is, there's been less people. Yeah, let's cross. There's been less people as labor supply. And a lot of it's being attributed to, ICE deportations. Now, I read an Axios article yesterday. And remember, Axios is very left-leaning, so they take all their shots at Trump when they can. And so I like to hear what all sides have to say. The Trump administration has basically said we're going to have 1.6 million people deported this year. It's only 600,000. So only 600,000 have been reported so far to have been deported. So that's not a humongous amount. So the article took a shot at Trump saying he was bragging about more people being gone, but isn't it good that less people are gone? I can't figure out the media. Anyway, we're nowhere near the Obama administration. When he had over 3 million people deported, he was actually labeled the deporter in chief. I don't know that we'll get there. We need labor. I mean, we need people in this market working. And so only 600,000 people. I mean, it's obviously terrible, ripping families apart, supposedly just criminals. I don't know. But that's a labor data point that matters. 600,000 people out of the labor force. So we'll get an idea of this, unemployment rate tomorrow, and it's a big number. Stock market crashed in 1907. It was called the Great Panic, and that basically led to, that was in October of 1907, and that led to, the Fed being created, because J.P. Morgan had to get all these bankers together to buy stocks to pump it up and keep it going. The market feels toppy. There's a lot going on. Anyway, I mean, there's a lot of data coming out, even though the government shut down. And the CPI is pretty important, and it will be out tomorrow. Again, earnings are working. Companies are making money. AI is still going. NBA was incredible. I don't think AI is overhyped. AI's not a bubble. There's a lot that's going to happen in this business. Anyway, I might do another video tomorrow after the CPI if it's meaningful. We have the last word tomorrow. Christy, Courtney, and Brian. And it's game on. Have a great weekend. Cheers.
You've been listening to KP Talks Dollars and Cents, a top-rated show for those who want to learn about the economy and mortgage environment. Tune in each week for more episodes, and please leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Kevin Perenio does not render or offer to render personalized investment or tax advice through KP Talks Dollars and Cents. The information provided is for informational purposes only and does not constitute financial, tax, investment, or legal advice. For more info, follow KP Talks Dollars and Cents on all of our social channels.